This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, Agara and Progella serve up redemption, strike gold at PNVF Beach Volleyball Invitational. Vinicius takes FIFA Best Player of 2024. Heartbreaker for PH, Vietnam snatches late equalizer in thrilling Mitsubishi Electric Cup clash. And the Scorecard correspondent Erika Kristensen goes up close and personal with Philippine golf's rising star, Harmie Constantino. All the headlines and more here on the Scorecard tonight, the 18th of December. Now here's our roundup. Let's heat up the holiday season with some volleyball action. It was a golden showdown at the PNVF Beach Volleyball Invitational as UST Sofia Agara and Progella spiked their way to victory, snagging the gold medal in an intense 21-19 face-off against NU's Honey Grace Cordero and Kizil Doren Quixote at the New Valley Sand Courts in Santa Rosa, Laguna. After a gut-wrenching loss in the UAP Season 87 finals, Agara and Progella stormed back with a vengeance. The duo breezed through the semifinals, crushing UST teammates Gritney Dadang and Angelica Del Mar with a 21-10, 21-10 knockout. Come finals time, it was all about redemption. With nerves of steel and unmatched determination, Agara and Progella flipped the script on Cordero and Quixote, delivering straight sets statement win. This PNVF gold adds serious sparkle to their 2024 trophy haul. Fresh off representing the Philippines as part of the Alas Pilipinas squad, the UST duo stunned global audiences last month by taking down New Zealand's top team at the Asian Senior Beach Volleyball Championships. From heartbreak to triumph, Agara and Progella have officially served notice that you cannot put the Tigresses down. We have a major shakeup in F1. Red Bull has parted ways with Sergio Perez despite his contract extension, citing a drop in performance during the 2024 season. The team has opted to promote Liam Lawson to partner with world champion Max Verstappen, a move that has ignited controversy. Fans and former drivers are questioning the decision, especially given Yuki Tsunoda's stronger performance, fueling accusations of favoritism within Red Bull. As the F1 community reacts to this shakeup, Red Bull's internal dynamics and future driver lineup come under scrutiny. Meanwhile, in the local football front, what could have been a win ended in a heart-stopping draw for the Philippine football team and Vietnam in the 2024 ASEAN Mitsubishi Electric Cup. Team Philippines was just minutes away from a crucial win at the Rizal Memorial Stadium on Wednesday night when Vietnam pulled off a last-gasp equalizer, forcing a 1-1 draw. Harvey Gayoso, fresh off his wedding, made an electrifying impact off the bench, scoring in the 68th minute after a brilliant setup from Javier Mariona and Amani Aguinaldo's long punt. It was Gayoso's third international goal, but the joy was short-lived. 7 minutes into stoppage time, Vietnam's Doan Ngoc Han silenced the crowd with a clinical header, denying the Filipinos the win. The Philippine football team now has 3 points in Group B, with everything riding on their Saturday showdown against Indonesia, a must-win to keep their hopes alive. However, they'll need some help, with other group results needing to swing their way for a shot at advancing. Still, there's a silver lining. This is the first time since 2012 that the Philippines has taken points off Vietnam, a powerhouse in the region. So stay tuned because this fight isn't over yet. In a surprising development, Conor McGregor has announced a preliminary agreement to face Logan Paul in an exhibition boxing match in India. This bout is expected to precede McGregor's anticipated return to the UFC. Both fighters have previously participated in high-profile boxing events, with McGregor facing Floyd Mayweather in 2017 and Paul engaging in an exhibition with Mayweather in 2021. The announcement has generated mixed reactions, with fans and analysts eager to see how this matchup unfolds. And here's your daily dose of sports lingo. In a world of beach volleyball, mastering the bump is a game changer. This simple yet effective technique involves using the forearms to pass the ball, often when it is coming in low and fast. Players form a solid platform with their forearms, creating a smooth surface that allows them to accurately control the ball and set up plays. While it may look easy, the bump requires perfect timing, positioning, and communication between teammates. For beach volleyball players, it's one of the most reliable skills to ensure the ball stays in play and the team stays in control. The next time you watch a fast-paced rally, pay attention to how often the bump helps turn the tide. In the NBA, or is the NBA All-Star overhaul fueling Kevin Durant's fury? The NBA superstar ripped into the league's dramatic changes to the All-Star game, calling the new format terrible and fueling a fiery debate among fans and players. The revamped setup, a 4-team, 3-game tournament with a race to 40 points, has left Durant fuming. Here's what he had to say.
Is it like 4 different teams?
Yeah, 4 teams, 6 players each. I think they're drafted by like Kenny and Shaq and Chuck, and then it's like a tournament style first to 40 points.
I hate it. Absolutely hate it.
I agree.
It's terrible. All-Star game, formats changing, all the formats terrible in my opinion. And we should just go back to East-West and just play a game. I think we've been trying to bring that flair back somehow with the All-Star weekend, but I think we just keep it traditional. But we'll see how this one works. You never know. I might be wrong. I'm just another guy with an opinion, but we'll see how it works.
With Ja Morant echoing Durant's outrage and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander urging optimism, the question remains, will this shakeup ignite excitement or burn out the All-Star flame? And that's our roundup for tonight, the 19th of December. When we return, we'll get to know golf's golden girl on the green, Harmie Constantino. So watch out for that when we return right here on The Scorecard.
Ikaw, Winston, ano nang mga naipundar mo? Ano ba?
Sorry po, sir. Sorry po.
Kalma lang. Okay lang.
Mayaman ka.
Alam mo, Han, tama ka nga sa lahat ng panalo ko. Sa inyo ako nakabingo. At mayaman din ako dahil jackpot ako sa inyo.
Magandang gabi, ako po si Pinky Webb. At ako naman si Corina Sanchez Rojas. Simulan na natin ang agenda. Posibleng paglabag sa international humanitarian law ng dating Pangulong Duterte, sinisilip na ng DOJ. Super Typhoon Pepito nag-iwan ng matinding pinsala sa ilang mga lalawigan. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin muling bumisita sa Pilipinas. Sa bawat issue, may anggulo at ang balita may agenda.
This young golfer's rise to the top of the Ladies Philippine Golf Tour Order of Merit this year is simply inspirational. Our correspondent here on The Scorecard, Erika Kristensen, shares us her story.
So together with me on the scorecard is 2-time Order of Merit winner, Harmie Constantino. Harmie, thanks so much for accepting our invite here and allowing us to interview you. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's my honor.
So you know what? I can speak in behalf of our viewers. We are so excited to get to know you, get to know your journey as a pro golfer. So let's dive right into it. All right, first things first, Harmie, early inspiration. Let's talk about your early inspiration. What initially drew you to golf and how did you develop your passion for the sport?
So it's actually my dad. My dad's a golfer also. So he just brought me to the golf course one day and said, you know, you should try. It's fun. And then I said, okay, I'll try. And then when I tried, I hit a couple balls. And then I saw a few kids also doing it. So they were also playing golf and they were really good. So I was like, oh, this is interesting. Like, there's a lot of kids. They like to play. And then I was like, I'll make friends here. And then, like, that's when it started. Like, I just loved it from then.
You started as a professional golfer back in 2021,
Yes.
right? So how was the experience? What was your turning point from, playing casually as a golfer, but then, and now turning into pro?
I only turned professional because I didn't want to go back to school. I didn't want to go back to college. It just didn't sound right for me to go back because it didn't make sense. I said, well, I don't enjoy going to school. Why?
Who does?
Why? So my mom said, well, we'll give you a chance na, you want to play golf, then play golf. And then if you don't want, you can quit and then you can go back to school if you want to. So I said, okay, I'll take the chance. Then wala na, I just never stopped.
Right. I mean, yes, because like ever since 2021, you've won, my gosh, like almost all the tournaments that you've already joined, diba? So let's talk about that. The tournaments that you've joined ever since 2021, what can you say is probably the biggest challenge as a professional golfer, and how were you able to overcome that?
I think it's mostly the traveling alone.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It makes me so sad, like being alone. It's really sad now you have to go another country, play a tournament, and then you come home, you're like all alone having dinner. So yeah, that's my sad part about playing. I don't really get to spend that much time with my family.
Yeah. Like usually in tournaments, I can just imagine how focused you are and how busy you are in between. But do you ever have time to make friends with your co-competitors?
Yeah, you do. You have time naman. You go out for dinner with some, if you choose to do so.
If you choose to do so, but as introverts.
As introverts, I like to be at home at 6, 7, and I like to be in bed at 8.
Okay. Well, I wish I could also get to bed by 8.
8. That's it for me. For tournament days, 8 o'clock, 9, I'm in bed. I cannot stay longer than that.
Very disciplined. Ganun talaga pag-athlete, no? Sobrang disciplined.
Yeah. Well, kasi if your body doesn't feel 100%, it will never, align. Like the game, your mind, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, Harmie, so let's talk about your tournaments. Let's dive deeper into it because I've watched a couple of your videos on YouTube yesterday and absolutely impressive. I want to focus on your playoff scenarios naman, di ba? I noticed like you're really so focused. Grabe, sobrang focused ka talaga when it comes to your playoff scenario. Like how do you stay focused during those high pressure and intense environments?
It's really hard actually, especially it's at the end of you're almost at the end of your tournament.
Right.
So you're tired and your body's tired. I think it's really just fighting it na, I'll make it, I'll finish this, like I can make it. And if sometimes it doesn't work out, you just have to accept it.
That is very true. You know what? Something that I realized all throughout the scorecard journey, ever since I've been interviewing athletes, parang one thing that I really realized is the importance of the luck element.
Well,
diba?
yeah,
of
meron
course, hard
talaga
work is important, but luck also plays a big part.
May days talaga na it's for you.
Oo.
Yeah, and even within myself, like I feel it. Na parang, okay, I feel it na this is for me. Like, you just can't let it go na lang.
Right.
Ganon. Parang, there's like lucky days. You can never tell. Parang, there's days na I'm also the worst player possible out there as I see, but there's days also na parang I'm the luckiest person today.
In terms of your resilience, how did you develop that kind of mentality? Do you train yourself? Like when you do your physical training in preparing for a tournament, do you also train yourself mentally?
I used to, yes. Well, I still do. I used to get professional help. Like,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I used to get a sports psychologist. I used to have one.
That is so important.
Yes, it's so important. Honestly, I feel like people call me crazy if I do it.
There's
but
no shame in that.
it helps. I've been doing it for so long. My mom's a psychologist, so I grew up with a psychologist in the house. And then maybe when I got to a little bit competitive stage na national team, I got a psychologist again just to talk about how it feels like being an athlete in general, like growing up. Yeah.
How has that helped you specifically, getting a sports psychology? Because psychologist, because honestly, I feel like that's a very undermined aspect of being an athlete, diba?
Because they help you a lot with the mentality. Yung fact lang na, when you talk to yourself so negatively, that already affects a lot of things.
Right.
In your mind, your body. And if you can just change the fact na how you talk to yourself and how you carry yourself while playing, then it can help a lot with your game also.
I also noticed that you mentioned a lot about your sister and how she has really helped you as a professional golfer. So how exactly has your sister influenced you in your journey?
When I turned professional, she always wanted to help me with my tournaments, like caddy for me. And like, imagine how hard it is to just push a golf bag.
I know.
And she does it for me for 3 days, 4 days. Yeah.
But she does it for the love of you or for the love of the sport?
I think for me also. I think she
You think?
Yeah, I think for me, I hope so. Because, yeah, my sister's really she's really good. She's a really good golfer. She just doesn't want to put in the work anymore. So she's really focused into school. Anyway, so yeah, she helps me a lot with the tournaments. She keeps me very, very calm.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
I think
So
it really helps if you have that really solid support system from your family specifically. Iba talaga yung support ng family, di ba?
Yeah, super. I love it when my mom's there also watching and my dad.
From your journey as a professional golfer, what is the most valuable lesson that you've learned that you were able to apply in the rest of your life, like the rest of your aspects of your life?
Honestly, patience.
Patience.
I have very, very short patience. But recently, I realized that because golf is such a hard sport. It's such a hard sport. So you have to be very, very patient. And when you get impatient, some things just don't work out for you. So, and it breaks your heart. And, I just think patience was the best thing that I learned about golf.
Exactly. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, Harmie. So we've talked about your tournaments in the past, but I want to ask you, what is next for Harmie Constantino? Maybe you have an upcoming tournament that you want to share with us all?
I do have one, but that's still in February.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think Philippine Golf Tour is hosting a tournament that's co-sanctioned with another tour in, I think, Taiwan or Korea. I think. I'm not so sure. But they're having that tournament in February, so I have to prepare for that one.
Are you already starting to train?
Honestly, it's Christmas season, guys.
I know.
Come on.
Lamon muna.
But yeah, I have to start training for that as soon as possible. It's just Christmas season right now. It's kind of I love Christmas. I'm a big Christmas fan.
Me too.
So
Athletes need a break also, honestly.
I need a break.
Yeah, I know. Athletes need a break. Okay, so where can we support you, or how can we support you in this tournament? Is there a live stream that perhaps we can watch?
I think there's a live stream of the scores. I'm not so sure if there's a live stream on TV yet. So there's live stream on the scores. I think it's lpgt.com.ph.
Okay, got it. And we will support you, Harmie.
Please, thanks, guys.
We definitely will. Okay, so one of my few last questions would be, because we actually have a lot of viewers that are trying to get into golf as well. And I think it's really more of a pandemic thing, eh? Diba? There are so many people who really went into golf during the pandemic. So what is the advice that you can tell perhaps our aspiring golfers here who are watching?
Go to the golf course, guys. Go to the range. Stop watching YouTube. Stop watching YouTube. Please.
Why? Okay, I'm guilty of that because when I did try golf before, I really would sift through YouTube videos.
Well, some videos kasi would work for you, some don't. Maybe pick and through which one. Yeah. Kasi there's different types of people and there's different types of bodies.
Right.
So not what would work for me may not work for you.
Ganun ba yun? So there's no one size fits all when it comes to golf.
No.
Even the form.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm assuming there's like a general template for the form, right?
Yeah, but so yeah, basically it's not really like a one size fits all. It's more of a whatever suits your body.
That is cool.
Yeah, because I'm a very short person. Like I'm short, so I can't swing it like a 6-footer.
Right.
Yeah. So what suits my body will work.
This is new knowledge to me. Because ever since before, I really thought na, one size fits all siya for golf. But that's very good advice. Okay, and my last question for you, Harmie, is when you're not on the course, what does Harmie do? Like, what do you like to do for fun?
Oh, I go to Meta Sports, Meta Motors.
We just saw each other.
Yes.
Guys, fun fact, Harmie and I actually met at Meta Sports.
Yes.
And we actually aired Marlon's feature just last week. So we met there.
So yeah, that's what I do on my off days. I go there and I race.
Still sports.
Well, it's relaxing for me compared to going to the golf course on a regular day, diba? So, Meta Motors, guys.
Okay, I love it. All right. Thank you again, Harmie,
you.
for guesting on our show. And we can't wait to see you win. We're manifesting win on the tournament on February.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Harmie.
Very interesting. People play golf to relax while Harmie takes a break from golf by hitting the Meta racetrack for some other kind of adrenaline rush. Big shift. When the scorecard returns, we'll have a look into the upcoming NBA matchups so you can keep your eyes on the prize.
Pagdiwang at pag-alay. To lift up while remaining grounded in a sensual and vigorous grace. And to do all this while swept away by the pounding, all-enveloping music. More than just performances, these are traditions that are alive with Dayaw, our knowledge, our pride.
Good morning, everyone!
A platter of positivity, a cup of the hottest information, and a slice of what to expect for the whole day. With excitement, positivity, and fun, join Paulo Del Rosario, Ann Asis Carrillo, and Monique Tuzon.
It's a beautiful day!
7 a.m. on BNC, the Billionario News Channel.
Welcome back to the scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. We'll break down the upcoming matchups to deliver key insights that might just give you the edge you need to stay ahead of the game. Tomorrow, December 20 at 9 a.m. Philippine time, live at the FedEx Forum in Memphis, Tennessee, the Golden State Warriors will clash with the Memphis Grizzlies in what is expected to be an electrifying NBA 2024-2025 regular season showdown. The Golden State Warriors entered this game with a record of 14-11, currently sitting in 8th place in the Western Conference. They're looking to bounce back after a 143-133 loss to the Dallas Mavericks, where Luka Doncic dominated with a triple-double performance, posting 45 points, 13 assists, and 11 rebounds. Now, despite the loss, Klay Thompson put up 29 points, including 7 three-pointers, while Stephen Curry added 26 points and 10 assists. However, the Warriors' defense struggled to contain Dallas's explosive shooting. On the other hand, the Memphis Grizzlies come into this game with a record of 18-9, sitting comfortably in 2nd place in the Western Conference. Memphis is riding high on a 7-game home winning streak despite a recent 110-116 loss to the Los Angeles Lakers, where Anthony Davis scored 40 points. Jaren Jackson Jr. led the Grizzlies with 25 points, while Ja Morant added 20 points in the effort. The Memphis Grizzlies come in as slight favorites with a minus 3.5 point spread. With the Grizzlies' stellar home record and Jaren Jackson Jr.'s recent form, they'll look to keep the momentum going against a Warriors team that has struggled defensively. The over-under for this game is set at 236.5, a high total reflecting both teams' ability to light up the scoreboard. This matchup will likely be a battle of pace and efficiency, with Memphis relying on their highly efficient shooting and ball movement, while the Warriors bank on their elite three-point shooting led by Curry. Can the Grizzlies defend their home court and extend their winning streak to 8, or will the Warriors rebound strong? And also at 9 a.m. Philippine time, live at the Frostbank Center in San Antonio, Texas, the San Antonio Spurs will host the Atlanta Hawks. The Spurs enter this game with a 13-13 record, currently sitting 11th in the Western Conference. They're coming off a tough 92-106 loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves, despite a strong effort from Victor Wembanyama, who recorded a double-double with 20 points and 12 rebounds. Jeremy Sohan also contributed 17 points and 15 rebounds in the loss. Meanwhile, the Atlanta Hawks hold a 14-13 record, currently 7th in the Eastern Conference. They're looking to bounce back from a 102-110 loss to the Milwaukee Bucks, despite Trae Young leading the team with 29 points and 11 assists. The Hawks struggled in the fourth quarter, scoring just 19 points while allowing 28 to the Bucks. The Hawks come in as slight favorites with a minus 1.0 point spread, thanks to their recent form and Trae Young's ability to create offense. With Atlanta's high-octane offense led by Young and their league-leading 29.6 assists per game, while the Spurs will lead on Wembanyama's two-way dominance and Chris Paul's steady playmaking. The over-under is set at 234.5, promising a high-scoring affair as both teams look to outpace each other on the floor. This game will feature key matchups like Wembanyama battling Atlanta's front court and Trae Young testing San Antonio's defense with his elite playmaking. Can the Spurs protect their home floor and bounce back from their recent loss? Or will the Hawks find their groove on the road after a disappointing finish against the Bucks? We'll see. And that wraps up tonight's preview, so you can keep your eyes on the prize. Before we go, think on this. From a legendary running back who led the Pittsburgh Panthers to a national championship and won the Heisman Trophy in 1976 and left an indelible mark on the NFL during his 12-season career, Anthony Drew Dorsett Sr., he said, "To succeed, you need to find something to hold on to, something to motivate you, something to inspire you." And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again here tomorrow on The Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport, right here on the Billionario News Channel. This has been Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening, everybody. Good night.